Okay, welcome back, and this is the final part of the completion guide for the parts that go in the airplane. There will be additional completion guides for the supplies that you need and the tools you use, but this will be the last of the things that go on the airplane. That's what I call the parts of the airplane. Okay, so this is the servos and everything that needs to go with the servos. So the servos I've used two different servos for this one. This was a Tower Pro on my first airplane. It was a Tower Pro SG90. They're about $2.75 or something like that. I'm not sure the exact size, but they're not as strong as I wanted them to be. They're okay. They work fine. They work just great. I want a little bit stronger one. So on the second airplane, I use these. The SG. It's again a Tower Pro SG92R. These are $3.25. Those are $2 and something. An extra dollar ain't gonna kill me. And these are digital high torque servos, where those are analog and just regular torque. So you need two of those. Obviously they go on top of the airplane. So there's the two of them sitting right there. And they come with nice arms. You can use whatever kind of arms you want. The arms that come with it work just fine, so I'll use those arms. Those arms are, haven't flown this airplane yet, if you haven't noticed. It's almost all complete. These actually aren't glued in yet. Okay, I'm going to glue those in before I go flying. So it'll get there. So the two servos are in place. Make sure I did use, SG92Rs on that one. And so for the push rods that come with the kit are 1/32 of an inch. 1 divided by 32. Those are kind of small. I tried them actually on the first airplane. They were a little bit anemic. They bent too much when you were trying to do a hard turn. They work. No problem with that. They do work. They're just not strong enough for what I want to do in this airplane, which is fly the heck out of it. So I use 1/16 wire, twice as thick, probably 4 times as strong. And so one piece of wire, 1/36-inch piece of wire. Let's see, the music wire is probably about $1, 75 cents to $1 for a 36-inch piece from your local hobby store. It'll come 36 inches. I've already cut this one in half to be 2/18. So it'll cost you about $1 for the music wire. The pushrod connectors, as you can see on this airplane, I've got a connector here on the servo and a connector back here on the get a little closer. So I got a connector here for the push rod on the control horn and one on the servo arm right there. Okay, so those connectors are the heavy duty easy connector from Dubro, catalog number 489. You get 2 in a package. You can buy bigger packages if you want, but you get 2 in a package. You'll need 4 of these, so you need 2 packages. The packages are $1.71 each, so that's $3.42. And so I've got a package here. I want to show you what they look like. The connector, obviously has a hole through it, and the post here is 1/16 of an inch. And then you have a nice hex head nut to tighten down on the push rod. And for the post, you get a let me pick it up here. You get this little black piece of plastic that fits over the post, has a hole in the middle of it, the 1/16 hole, goes over that post and locks in place. and it won't come out. So you'll need 4 of those. And as far as control horns go, there's lots of options for control horns. The control horn that comes in the kit is this wooden thing, okay, little wooden piece. It's a 1/16 inch thickness plywood, and you can make one if you want. I choose not to make one for 1/16 plywood this size. I'm not going to do that. There's a better way to make one. So you can buy 2 of these. Actually, you can buy a pack of 20 like this of these for $5 from Flite Test, and I have bought those, and so those will work. I have used those on both of the airplanes so far. There is another option, is make your own control horn. So this is a piece of I guess a medium-size zip tie, and it's sort of sharp on one end down here, and it's got a 1/16 hole at the top, and all you got to do is in my little simulated rudder here, you put that in there and glue it at the right angle, and so that the hole is over the hinge of the rudder. So you make sure the hole is over the hinge when it's level. Guess I got to push it in a little bit further, and you just glue it in place, and that's it. So you can make a really cheap control horn at no cost, or virtually no cost of 1 zip tie. Out of 1 zip tie, you'll get several horns. By the way, you'll need 2 horns, and so that's one way to do it. You can make, you can buy these and use them. With this though, you're only going to get one size of where the hole goes. Notice with these, the hole, you get 3 holes to adjust, okay, and that's handy if you want to change the throw after you've put the airplane together. This one, you're only going to have 1 hole over the hinge point, and so you can't adjust it. These make it adjustable. That's one of the advantages that I like about it. But you can go with cheaper. You can go with 2 of these. Would cost you 25 cents a piece, so 50 cents. I will probably use those, but there are alternatives. Okay, there are other kinds of control horns out there. There's the Dubro half A control horn. The half A control horn is 86 cents for 2 of them. The nice thing about these is they have a plate and a screw through. So this would be the plate, and the screws are long enough to screw through the foam board, and then you can back that up by some hot glue on either side. So I will try these control horns, the half A's, but not yet. I'll probably use this one on the next airplane. You can get bigger control horns. That's a Great Plains one. You can get really big ones. Okay. As I said, but in any case, I'm going to use the heavy duty connectors rather than a Z bend or an L bend or anything like that. I find these to be superior for this kind of airplane. There's not a lot of force on it. I don't think these will ever pull off. I use thread lock to lock everything in place anyway, so it'll be fine. So that's the servos and the push rods and everything that goes with the servos. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.